Sorry, fifth grade, I had to do part two because unfortunately my computer keeps shutting off, telling me I don't have enough storage. As much as I keep deleting things, it's still telling me I need more storage. So let me go ahead and finish this up, and I apologize. We are on part two, and so we were ending with thunder. So let me go ahead and recap thunder really quick. Thunder is the sound of shock waves from the rapid expansion of the superheated air. Now remember, the lightning is coming from the opposite and positive charges. And as those charges are colliding, okay, just like if we were to take our magnets even and put them together and we feel that force and it comes together, right? And it hits that click sound, right? That would be the kind of an example of how we would get that sound, okay, from thunder. Now remember, thunder actually comes after we see the lightning, and if we count for every 5 seconds from the time we see the lightning to the time we hear the lightning, it's actually about a mile away or something like that. So what we have to remember is that we can count, and it's really, even though it sounds like it's close, it's really not that close, and we can count. But we see lightning first because the speed of light, we see faster than we hear the speed of sound, okay? So we have that severe sound that's coming from the lightning. That's what thunder is, okay? So sometimes you don't always see the lightning, but you hear the thunder. That's because that lightning is jumping around some sheet lightning within the clouds, and so you don't always hear, or always see the lightning, but sometimes you might hear it. Okay, now we have one more severe weather that can come from this type of cloud. Because of the massive air going up and down and up and down, we end up getting this flow of air that's circling around in here, and because of that, we may get a tornado, okay? Now, a tornado is a windstorm that packs the most destructive power in the smallest amount of space. Now, sometimes tornadoes can be really big and sometimes they can be small, but they can still have a huge impact of destroying anything in its place, okay? So what ends up happening is, because this wind tunnel, right, is going on as we're going up and in and up and in and up and in, we start this wind tunnel starts and then it ends up coming down to earth, and that's where we see our big wind tunnel for our tornado. And then that is because of the different air drafts connecting, the different temperatures and weather. And so yes, they go ahead and they try really hard to find out if they can determine if they can see or know when a tornado is going to hit, but unfortunately they can't still. Meteorologists can still not do that. But what they can do is look at the type of cloud and the type of thunderhead and see if a possibility of a tornado can come from that. Now, in the middle of the tornado, they have the calm region of the very low air pressure in the center of the tornado, and that's called the eye. So the weird part is it's spinning around, but right in the middle, it's actually calm. Okay, so it's like once it's going over, that middle part of the tornado is really calm, not a lot of wind blowing, but all of it's circling around it. Pretty weird, right? And when they are trying or can try to let us know, they do have in different areas, this is more of the southeast middle part of our country, they do have tornado warnings. And so sometimes in the different areas they have these sirens, and the tornado warning is once a tornado is actually spotted. So unfortunately they can't really, they can kind of warn before based on the type of thunderhead they're viewing, but really they don't get to throw out that warning until that tornado is spotted. And so that's why sometimes there's a lot of damage and a lot of lives lost, because that warning doesn't get out fast enough. But that is the warning they try to give people so they can get under shelter and things in the area when tornadoes are coming through. So we do have different types of weather. We see a little bit of thunderstorms and lightning storms out here, but not so much. We don't have a lot of severe weather here in California because we have more of a moderate temperature, or temperate temperature here, and certain other parts of the country have all those different airs coming and flowing a lot more than we have here in California. So if you've ever been into different areas, you'd be able to see that. So here's some notes, but like I said, please make sure that you watch the other videos that are explaining a little bit more about tornadoes, a little bit more about lightning and thunder and the clouds and the electric charge and everything. And I hope you guys enjoyed science this week, learning about our severe weather. I'm going to step out of your way so you can continue taking these notes.